Talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your fifth.
That's crazy.
Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Bruh.
We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard.
Oh, okay. Let me see what's up with it. 1 second.
Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number. There ain't no time, is it? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip.
I'm hitting shirt. No, you can't have no delay when we play Madden. That's crazy. Did you hear me? Alright, I went back to my old headset. I'm hitting circle and he said the game delays when you use the beat. I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl.
Pretty much is the system, man. I thought I put
between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets.
I pretty much keep the same system and try to work, get better at it.
Take this up past the 20 and down.
I'll add some stuff, but sometimes I'll do stuff that doesn't make sense. Like right now. I ain't read none of these all year.
On first down. McKenzie, it'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Second and 13. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, you got to catch that, B.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time.
Tell me.
Couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
It's inches, though. It's inches, though. It's inches, though. No, it's inches, bro. Game of inches.
Only a few inches. They're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments.
Inches, though. Now, coach better than that. Coach better than that.
35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw.
Yo,
escape, and he
who
goes
the heck
down.
is this cat, man?
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I saw him.
Ed Oliver, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
What's his throwing
told
power?
us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them.
You'd be in the Super Bowl.
You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run on 1st down. Browning. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
All right.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters an open spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Browning. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
On 3rd down, Browning. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I had to bring the heat, man.
And his kick is indeed good.
Huh?
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about
he
it
told you to fake it? How old is he?
Sidelines, the defense feels good about you
I like that
helping them
coaching
right
mentality.
out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Okay. All right, Coach, you got me 1st round.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a 2nd one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
All right, Coach, you got me the 1st round.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Oh, no.
2nd and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
His throwing power is in it. Hold on a second. What is his throwing power? This cannot be like a 96-97. I'm going to adjust. I have to adjust. If this, I stand corrected, it is 96-97. 98. Let's coach him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Browning, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Just make the
Pittsburgh
tackle.
getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On first down, Clowney. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here.
No
on the running play.
pressure.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6.
Your secondary is nice. I need to look at who you got in the secondary.
The point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
I don't know, man. They got stickums on them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down now, it's McKenzie. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. They'll try the left side. McKenzie. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
No. Hey, watch this.
Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On third down, it's McKenzie, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
6-man. Check curls. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Clifford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. Tally that is catch number 1.
Yeah, this game is playing way better, though. Like on defense,
it's a first down.
they're not doing them funny. No, they're not doing that stuff. No, because the kids are on it. I reset my router. I just think I just needed to do that. I haven't done it in a while.
From the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Set 70, Indy, and Alpha. Screen. Got the screen.
To throw on 2nd down, Clifford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught
I know what to do now.
turn it
Get
into much
him
more.
out of here.
We go. 18 Gator. Go.
Mike 50.
Good track. Mike's 50.
Go.
On 3rd down, Clifford.
Oh, I'm done. I'm
Throw
done.
Complete. It's Bass. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard
Dude,
line.
right over the coverage. Good job.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Down. 94. Hey, Foxtrot. 51
From the gun, Clifford.
Oh my
Gonna be
God.
incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Ready.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong.
Operating from the gun, Clifford.
Yo, bro, come on, man.
For a Steelers touchdown.
Go.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
I don't understand.
Up and through.
I don't understand how he didn't even go to the ball. Like, nothing.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
I don't get it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't
Absolutely
been there right from the
ridiculous on
start.
that, but,
We've noticed
whatever.
that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
10-2 stop. Go! Let's go! Get set! Look at me, zipper!
What happened?
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
60 outlaw! You ain't going nowhere. Check 52. General West. Watch the shit! Hey, Jet!
On 2nd down, Browning. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on 1st down. Browning. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Catch the ball, bro. Catch the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Clifford.
Come on, dude. Like, my guy is on.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets.
Yeah, he's
42.
playing man in the zone.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
They still need about the length of the
It sound like
football
Logan's
here, maybe
acting
a
up,
little
baby.
less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll try the left side. Browning. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. 50, plant.
50. Watch his flat.
On first down, Browning. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, call for him.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal.
You're due to miss one of these,
He hit
man.
his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they bring him to the ground just shy
I
of
see my guy
midfield.
can't tackle.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Browning. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Down. 18 Gators.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Get it.
Back to throw. Clifford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Clifford. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up
I'm surprised he didn't hold on to that. Like, they're not playing the... Look at the awareness, though. Come on, bro. Like, got the man there.
2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Steelers send out their punter.
But the weirdness is, I got play ball and he never looked.
Pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for.
I had it on balance, but that didn't work.
For a touchback.
That did not work. Let's get something going, bro. We need to get something going.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in touchdown, New York. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to
This is the wind. That's why I said you're going to miss. You see, that thing's going like 11 miles per hour.
For just one here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's checked by.
They'll keep it on the ground. Browning. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third.
No. Except I jumped too.
In a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right.
Yeah, that's what I so said. No, I thought they called it on me.
Movements there, right? No up tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Clifford.
No, bro. Yo, come on, man.
Tight end over the middle.
Yo.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Come on, man. Congrats, you made it to the Super Bowl.
On 1st down, Browning.
That's like crazy.
He'll take it across
like, come on, bro. Like,
Jet territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
You can't tackle? Come on, man.
Take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll run on 1st down. Browning trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. McKenzie, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check. Lucky.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKenzie. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
I'm sliding.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Slide in here.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Slide in here.
This is Love. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
You ain't doing nothing.
At the Steelers' 37-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKenzie. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
On 2nd down now, it's McKenzie, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Time.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Well, this game is made it respectable before you
a couple
game.
yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And far from that.
Set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Browning. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pittsburgh. Bud. Patch it. Yeah. You get it.
Operating from the gun. Clifford. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton.
What the hell? Who's this dude, man?
Here he goes right side. And
Who's this guy?
End zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
A big play there. 76 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Nice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I saw the numbers, but I stayed in this
This will be
super
fielded
formation.
on the back line of the end
I
zone.
didn't see that coming. Like I said, I thought it'd be a good tackle. That was 3rd down, huh? Alright, leaving no choice.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when
and this is
man.
intercepted.
He never bit on that route.
Should do it. Picked off around the 41.
Never bit on it. Congrats, man. Good game.
Back to the 22.
Never bit on that route.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hey, look. It's all good. I wouldn't tell you that. You want to be fair.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Got to
you
figure
can't have that
after
one,
getting
though.
that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball,
you can't get that
security
other
terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the
Can't
guys
give you
on
that
offense
one.
right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Browning. And they'll get him
Can't
down
have the
right
other
around the
league, though,
16. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get
Well,
the
I didn't
other
play
3
this one to
here on
lose. Let me
3rd
tell you
down?
that now.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your
Never played
superstar
to
the
lose.
ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his
No,
intelligence and playing the game as well.
these guys are
If he's
limited,
not
man.
there,
Like, the other
don't
one, I
force
invest
the
time
ball.
into
Make sure you
what I'm
hand out
building.
the football and keep the clock ticking.
Like, this stuff right here is
He's
not
got
being
it.
allowed in my other
And
team.
he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 16-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
And the
But no,
Steelers capitalize on the short field. as
Mike,
they
you saw him in
take
Super Bowls I won
it
with this game, Lee, right?
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they
got like 11 of
firmly
them.
control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be
The
careful
thing is,
with
we got
that.
to the point
Well, it's
where
a
like the
two-score
salary guy
game.
was
You're
exhausted,
inside
and
of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe
like
relatively
basically I had to pull the
easily.
plug on a lot of my good
You
players.
can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is a team after the dynasty.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
I wouldn't run with this guy like that.
Some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better
Yeah.
as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
When I drafted him, man, my team changed. They're trying to get another Lamar type.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late
They're trying to get
touchdown.
another Lamar type.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to
you,
advance, and it looks
wind,
like they will,
is
this
terrible.
defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Don't tell the Chiefs that. Oh, you gonna win though? You guys number.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And Oliver.
The decision is the
Get in
decision.
there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And
Good defense. This is the best defense I had all day.
As time has run
My wide
out
receiver.
on this football game. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step
the Chiefs
short of
do.
that.
Oh, that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now
Dynasty
has to
over.
be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning. Great
He wants
OTAs
to.
and mini camp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say,
I don't know.
"Unfinished
Do I have 11?
business."
I don't know. I may have
They
9.
want to get back there
He won.
and
He beat me
next
last
win
time.
it.
I'm about to check real quick.
And that does it for the conference
Good game, though.
championship. For Charles Davis.
See, am I
I'm Brandon
salty?
Gordon,
Eagles say I was
and for
salty. I
our
ain't salty. I was
entire
salty when
crew,
some
we'll
fluke
see
stuff
you
happened when that boy
at
was
the
doing.
Super Bowl. This is the
Like,
NFL.
when I lost to the
on EA
Ravens, was I
Sports.
mad? No. I don't be mad when I take an L. Because me and you gonna always have battles because our game is similar. It's from the first time we played, so. That's why I was hoping the Chiefs had took you out because it's like it's about who you're familiar with, but. Oh, I said Dynasty over is the wrong league I put in. So I gotta say something smart. Oh. Let me tell you what I got. Oh, they can, I mean, you gotta beat past 6 to go at me. You know what I mean? No, I got 10, my bad. 10 Super Bowls. In this one? Yeah, it's a 10-3 over here. Alright, bro. Yeah, it's 10-3. It's not 11, it's 10. I got 10. And you got 3. I was going for 11 and he beat me. That's what it was. Alright, bro. Good game. Congrats. Alright.